Alright, hi guys. We're here with a Theros Born of the Gods Sealed. It's actually a Phantom Sealed, which is kind of the jankiest format you can get, but I haven't been playing much. Been playing mostly Modern. I was at GP Richmond playing some pods, so I haven't played a lot of Limited. So I'm just trying to get a feel for the format. And here it looks like we have some pretty sweet blue-green action here. It's actually pretty exciting. I like to sort by rarity to check out what's going on. Chain to the Rocks is pretty sweet too. I'll just go through and see. So, powerful uncommons include not much in the way of super powerful uncommons. Looks like blue-green might be pretty sweet though. Let's sort by cost, or sorry, sort by color and see what we have. It seems to me like the format has changed a lot, actually, between Theros and Born of the Gods. It seems like it's actually sped up a fair amount. Let's take a look here and see. I want to look and see about the idea of maybe splashing Kiora, because my blue looks deep, but just taking a glance at my green doesn't look awesome. We'll go through kind of one by one. So let's just look at white first. Cards I'm excited to play in white are not excited to play, but are potentially good. Are these 2-drops? I think are pretty good. I mean, always are good, but I think they are increasingly good. Chain to the Rocks is sort of like a gold card. I'll put it over here. Alright, so white looks probably unplayable. It's very shallow. There's a couple things I could theoretically splash if I wanted to, but pretty easy to discount. Blue looks like may have kind of a good control deck. So let's lay blue out and see what we have. If we're going blue, it's going to probably be pretty heavy blue because these double nullifies. Maybe a splash of green, which is awkward because of the Courser, but let's see. Yeah, I mean, this looks pretty sweet. Tactics is good. Fate Foretold is good. Wow, and Helix, and a couple Aqueous forms if I end up like Heroic. So if I sort by cost there, the blue is pretty powerful. Lots of stuff at 2. Again, these, like, there's only 4 creatures here, so if I want to play blue, I'm going to need to support it with some other creatures. But I mean, like, a lot of removal, a lot of tricks, could be a good kind of base color for a control deck. So I'll put it back for now. Keep in mind that if I'm a control deck, I probably will only want 1 or 0 of those Aqueous forms, so maybe more like 12 cards. Take a look at black. Ooh, some good things here. Maybe a black devotion deck. There's a lot of double costs, which make me think it won't go well with the blue. And kind of, yeah, I mean, this is pretty bad. Running out of playables pretty quickly. These are kind of my exciting black cards. There's only 9 of them. So that's pretty unexciting, unfortunately. It was a good start, but it's like a commitment heavy at the top of the curve, but not much at the bottom of the curve, so that's going to lead to some awkward decks. Red looks pretty shallow, but let's lay it out. Conscriptor is great. Important. I mean, this guy is pretty playable. Yeah, I mean, there's just nothing here. I mean, there's only like 7 cards. You can play this guy, you can play this guy, but if we sort the mana curve, it's just sort of shallow. This guy, I mean, I could play this with my blue if I just need some random. I mean, this gives me like a 2-drop and a couple cheap things. Spear Point is good as just like a variable curve filler, and a Conscriptor is kind of a bomb, but not exciting. Now let's lay out green. It looks pretty much at this point like we're playing. Oh, I don't want to do that. Like we're playing blue, so I'm just going to put Kiora in and see what we got. So Satyr, Courser, Worth noting, we also have this temple, so if we play blue-green, maybe I could splash the conscriptor. This guy is kind of playable. A lot of 5s. Time to feed. Yeah, it looks like I'll be playing green, probably. There's not much there, but these cards are pretty strong. And like this is like a pretty sweet control deck if I have my like nullifies and stuff like that. A little awkward to have the double green Courser, but I'm not gonna complain. I think this is pretty strong. So let's lay it out and see what we come up with here. Blue-green control. Usually you want blue-green to be kind of like a tempo deck. But let's see what we get. I actually may want like a Sphinx Disciple or Benthic Giant. Floodtide Serpent. I have a lot of 5s though. Thassa's Rebuff could be playable. Alright. Okay, so if I lay this out, there's 18 playables. Which is not a ton. It shouldn't be too hard to find a couple extra dorky things if I want to play them. I could play an Aqueous form, or one of the Sphinx's Disciples, a Nessian Dimlock. I can splash this Acroan Conscriptor, which is probably not bad. I have Retraction Helix, Triton Tactics, plenty of ways to target. Worth noting, this deck only has 8 creatures right now, but that's okay because it's sort of a control deck. Yeah, I mean, I actually like this. This seems fairly powerful. It'll want to be very heavy blue. Also worth noting, Time Defeat is pretty bad in this deck. Still playable. I may want Karametra's Acolyte as just like a blocker slash, you know, I can hit my 6-drop on turn 5. Conscriptor is a definite possibility. It may not be that good in this deck. I wish I had like a just a Lightning Strike would probably be pretty sweet as removal, but I don't. Either way, I'm playing the Temple of Abandon. It's fine if you have one of the colors active. So I think this is probably the best color combination. I mean, Cure is pretty good, but I'll quickly lay out blue-white just to see what it looks like. If I get like a blue-white heroic deck, the synergy of that may outweigh the power of having green in there. So let's lay this out. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a ton of playables even. Acolyte's Reward is probably not that good with as few white cards as I have. So this is only 18 cards, which is unexciting. Yeah, I don't think white wants to get played in this deck. Can't really play Change Rocks with this setup. My red is just not playable. My black is just not playable. So I think white-green is not going to be deep enough in that Chronicler. You know, I could actually play Astral Cornucopia to help splash my Kiora, or play my Kiora. So if I go Simic, I can play this Astral Cornucopia, which seems fine. It's probably worse than the Unicorn, but let's just try this and see what this looks like. I have a lot of mana. I may want this Dimlocks if I'm going to be ramping into it with Cornucopia on turn 4. Yeah, or play early with Satyr. Hippocamp may not be bad. Yeah, I mean, this deck doesn't seem bad. Prowler's Helm could be decent. Do I want a Crowan Conscriptor? So how many ways to target do I have? Let's start laying it out like this. I don't have many creatures, so I don't think I want stuff like... yeah, I mean, I have very few creatures. I may not even want Fate Foretold. Luckily, the creatures I do have are pretty stout. Playing a 0 creature deck is also not that great with Kiora, but I don't have to slam Kiora immediately. Yeah, this deck seems good. I mean, when I draw Voyaging Satyr, it's going to be pretty hard to stop my like turn 3 Kioras, stuff like that, and Sudden Storming. I would like as many mana sinks as I can get. I don't think I want something like Prowler's Helm. It's possible I could use a Flamecast Wheel, even though it's just kind of a bad card. I'm going to play this Breaching Hippocamp probably because of Retraction Helix. I can like Helix a dude, then Hippocamp, and bounce 2 creatures. That seems pretty good. Even though Hippocamp is bad, but it's just another kind of meat shield for my Planeswalkers. I don't need any more 5s. I'll put these up here because I'll probably be playing those out as blockers pre-Kiora more often than not. Thassa's rebuff does not seem playable with so few blue cards. Something like Sphinx's Disciple could actually be good. How good is Time Defeat in my deck? It's just like gonna kill utility guys and gain a little bit of life. That's fine. Yeah, I like my plan of just ramping into 5-drops. I'll win a few games off of like Arbiter. It seems fairly powerful. I don't think I need a random 2-drop, although it may not be bad to just have this in my deck to block against heroic guys. But I mean, I think I just want to hold up Nullify on turn 2. So I think this deck has few enough mana sinks and enough mana sources that I can play 17 lands instead of 18. I have the Cornucopia, Satyr. I also may not want the Cornucopia, but I'm a little shallow in playables. So cards I'm considering are I kind of want to play a Sphinx's Disciple, just to have some extra kind of like card velocity. A Null could be okay. I don't hate the idea of a Prowler's Helm, but I don't think I'm going to need help winning the game if I have like Kiora. Anything earlier on the curve that's disruptive would be good, but another one is a Crone Conscriptor, but I'm almost certain that's wrong. So I have currently, let's put these away, put them up here. I currently have 23 cards, including the Bronze Sable, which I may just want to go ahead and play. Enablers for Conscriptors, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, which I may not want to play this. 6, sort of. So I don't have that many enablers, and I don't really want that many. So I don't think I'm going to play the land, but I'm not going to use it to splash anything. So the question is, do I want Fate Foretold? Do I want Bronze Sable? I think I don't want Fate Foretold. And I do want Bronze Sable. And so I'm kind of a control deck. So I want stuff to help me with things like ordeals and just crazy starts like that. I think a Null is fine here. Like I wish it were the spell that like bounced enchantments and artifacts rather than only countered them. Steal Sabotage for enchantments, but yeah, I think this is pretty good. As you can see, I'm leaving some power in the board for just some early game. I found that just like if you're playing 2 spells in a turn when your opponent's playing 1, you're getting way ahead in this format. So I think things like Bronze Sable, even though it's terrible, I'm just playing it as like a blocker to trade with a random Traveling Philosopher or whatever, or you know, gain 3 life and force them to use their combat trick. So it's not exciting. I can even like time defeat it away. I think it's fine to just have another creature. So I think this is fine. Yeah, I don't think I want Benthic Giant. Yep, I think this is okay. I'm not going to splash any of this white stuff. I don't want any super high-end 8-drops. Prowler's Helm could actually be good in the deck. I'll consider deciding it in. Same with Flamecast Wheel. I don't really have any permanent removal, so I need to hopefully be able to ramp into my win cons pretty quickly. So I'm going to add in this temple and take a look at land counts. I'm going to have 16 more lands. It's saying 10-6, which seems fine. It's basically 10-7 with the temple. It's going to make it hard to cast Courser on time, but I need like a ton of blue for my Nullifies and Curse of the Swines. I almost wish I could do more and do like an 11-6 split. That does make my Voyaging Satyr and Courser pretty bad though, so I think I'm just going to live with making my Nullifies worse and making my Voyaging Satyr and Coursers better. I think my best draws are going to involve the Satyr, so let's just go with this. And I also have Cornucopia to fix, and I guess I have Karametra's Acolyte for another green source. That's not really a real thing. This deck could actually use, like, the card I really wish I had is, like, Nigelia's Presence, as weird as that sounds. Alright, so let's do this. One thing I've been trying to do is sideboard into some different color configurations. I like to play around some. I'm not sure if this deck will really support it, but we'll see. So let me just screenshot this so I'll know what my pre-board configuration is, and we'll see you for round 1. Alright, we have won the roll, and yeah, this hand is fine. I again kind of wish I had maybe changed my land count, but I'm going to keep it. Get my aggro start with Bronze Sable. So opponent mulls. Lead with the island in case I draw another one for Nullify. But most likely I'll be playing my World Killer Bronze Sable. Alright, so game plan here is to start bashing away with Bronze Sable. And then eventually I work my way to Snake of the Golden Grove and Nessian Asp. So I just need either an island or any number of 3-drops. And I'll be pretty golden. Here I'm fine if he plays any sort of 2-drop. Nope, okay. So here I'll just beat with Bronze Sable and hold up a Null and Triton Tactics, although I think it's pretty unlikely that I would need to save Bronze Sable from anything he would try to do. Hopefully he just runs out like an Observant Alseid here. I'm pretty incentivized to hold up a Null for a while here, because this could be pretty decent if he tries to Ordeal and make it a 2-3. It's not the worst. Yeah, I think I'd use my Null on whatever he plays here. Yeah. I mean, it would just be a 2-5, but let's just strain him on cards. This may be over-aggressive, but it's also awkward because now, like, he gets to beat us with his 2-power guy. But I guess I'm winning that race, so hopefully I'll draw an island here and I can, nope. Alright, well, I'll just continue to do nothing and have 5-drops in my hand. This is the thing with this format. This is what I was saying about just it's great to have a whole bunch of 1 and 2 mana spells. They're really awesome. So if he swings here and follows up with a 3/3 Vigilance guy, it's not that great for me. I have plenty of time to draw out of this, but well, that may kind of change those plans. Four, 5, I guess I just take this. I mean, the thing that stinks is I don't have anything good to do next turn with my mana, but I don't want to just burn a Triton Tactics on gaining 4 life. Well, that is something. Not anything super insane. It does allow me to kind of race. Yeah, this hand was not the greatest hand, and not the top decking that Prescient Chimera was pretty much the worst. A Null was pretty bad too. Epiphany Storm. So this is where I was saying this is the Phantom Sealed. It's sometimes you don't play the best decks. Although maybe this guy is awesome and the Epiphany Storm is just like a 1 mana enabler for his sick deck. So here, this game Triton Tactics is probably going to be pretty sweet actually. The thing that sucks is this guy just like eats all my creatures now. So I need a bounce spell pretty good. Hopefully next turn I draw blue mana and I can just hold up Nullify. Ugh. Yeah, well, that's not helping. Okay, well I'll just attack and probably have to burn Triton Tactics. Kind of verdict, my guy. Whoa. Well, at least he just mulliganed. Hold at bay, multi 5. The scary thing is Triton Tactics makes my Nyxborn a 2/6, so basically anything on Favorite Hoplite will actually kill my Triton. Oh, let's see. Okay, that's big. So he's pretty hellbent. So, do I want to burn this Triton Tactics? I can't imagine it's that good to do that. He has 1 card in hand. No. I need to, next turn, Breaching Hippocamp and chump with Bronze Sable. And just let him hit me for 8 here. And there's plenty of things that I'm dead to, but I think I only have so much room to play around anything. So here I'll just beat and not play around anything, and then Hippocamp, chump with Bronze Sable. Then I'll swing back and put him to 8, and then I can Triton Tactics So maybe I'm getting somewhere if he just draws lands or more enchantments. Just not. That's probably game. Alright, well, let's see what gets us out of this. Nothing? Bounce spell? Yeah, I needed him to have nothing, basically. Time to feed does nothing. Yeah, none of these cards do anything, really. So I need to... Yep. Let's, no, I think a lot of... I can't use time to feed here. I guess I need to just pass and Triton Tactics. And hopefully buy myself enough time to do something. I was wanting... Oh, you know what? Could I have Triton Tactics and time to feed? That I may have been able to... No, because then I'm dead to favorite Hoplite the next turn. That doesn't help. I don't think it matters much. So I'm basically chumping with the Hippocamp, blocking with the Triton. And then I'm just dead. I don't think I have any top decks. This buys me approximately 0 time because of the archetype killing me next turn. But that is okay. So I can time to feed the archetype and then... Ooh, Curse of the Swine? Does that do anything? Okay, well, that's a start. So it stinks because I need to Curse the Swine the archetype and probably a Faragax Giant. No, because then I'm just dead. So I have to just curse the archetype. Right, yeah. Yeah, because otherwise I just die. Yeah, I mean, I'm super dead. And I probably should just not take time off my clock. But, let's see what happens. Maybe I'll top deck Supreme Verdict. So, here my best play is to time to feed the boar, chump block a guy, and I lose. So he has Rise to the Challenge, Hold at Bay. I'm gonna take some notes. Rise, hold, and those are the main tricks. So, favorite hoplite, he has some fast draws. So, what do I want against that? That could actually be somewhat relevant. Probably not, though. I'm thinking Nyxborn Rollicker if it falls off, but that's pretty narrow. Red, white. There may not be much to bring in here. Anything to just lower my curve. I mean, I could bring in a Fate Foretold, is probably pretty good. I could bring in a Fate Foretold and bring out like a Null, seems sort of unwieldy. Nah, he has like the archetype, and Null seems very good. Nullify maybe a little slow. Let's take out a Nullify and bring in a Fate Foretold. This just makes blocking better for me. Time Defuse is actually probably pretty good. Nullify, could that be better than any of these cards? Maybe Nullify is better than a Dim Lock. And maybe I want another island. If I have the Dim Lock out. No, I'll leave it. I will play first. Alright, I'll keep this. That'd be nice to nullify something. I guess I probably should just play Bronze Sable first. It sucks because Bronze Sable just gets outclassed by any heroic kind of things. But I guess that's why heroic is really good and Bronze Sable is bad. So he mulls again after beating me last time. Yeah, I think I still just run out Bronze Sable. Yeah, a little bit awkward to have my Courser 0 Forest hand, but I was aware going into it that this deck was... So maybe I do want Charging Badger for Game 3. That's crazy. That's a pretty sweet one. Yeah. You know what? I think I just want to take one a turn and nullify anything good he actually plays. I don't... You know, I guess Priest eventually will be a problem because of Courser, but it's forever until I guess it's Courser. I'll just be patient and nullify stuff. I think all the cards in his deck are kind of bad, so I think it's okay to use up Nullify on whatever 2-drop he has. Absolute worst that could happen is he plays like 2 1-drops or something. I think Nullifying is pretty good here. The Bronze Sable can trade for the Priest whenever. This is not much pressure. And then eventually I'll be able to do the extremely impressive play of Bronze Sable and Nullify on the same turn combo. Alright, I'm fine with that too. So we'll just keep doing that. Hopefully I will like draw Forest next turn and keep hitting land drops. Otherwise he's kind of winning. Eventually I can run out Bronze Sable and Triton Tactics on the same turn to actually get value from Triton Tactics. That gets nullified. I knew there was a reason I was not playing Bronze Sable. So next turn, if I don't draw a land, I'll still just leave up Nullify. Yeah. Would be nice to draw a land at some point. So now he knows I have Nullify. He game 3 may be playing around it, so I may bait it. Yeah, this guy actually seems pretty good. A lot of these Phantom opponents I've played have not been been kind of unimpressive. Looks like something good to nullify here. He wants to make a 2/3. I think I need to just nullify and use my mana. I don't want Bronze Sable to get outclassed. Whoa. Aggro. Alright, so I think my game plan has worked pretty good here. Now I just get to leave up Bronze Sable and hopefully blow him out with Train Tactics. What do you do with this Scry? Top. Uh-oh. So he has strength too. Alright. So I definitely still just play Bronze Sable. It's possible I should not have left up Nullify mana there. I'm not sure it matters that much. So here I'm just blocking with Bronze Sable, and if he doesn't do anything, I think I just let Bronze Sable trade. I think I'll save my tactics. Oh, alright. Ah, so good. So his Scouring Sands. His deck doesn't seem bad. I mean, it does, kind of. Main deck Priest of Iroas. I used to think that card was good. Priest of Iroas. It's not really. I don't hate it though. Like, it's gonna kill my Courser of Crufix eventually. Wow. See, so in this game I've just like played a spell every turn and I'm gonna win. I was like, it's so crucial. And I've spent like less mana on his spells than he has. So powerful. So hopefully I just get a land here. I'll slam Snake. Instead I think I will cast Astral so I can eventually get this Courser online. Do I want to attack with Bronze Sable? I think I'm gonna attack with Bronze Sable. It's very likely I will get to cast a 5-drop next turn, so. You know, I'd like Priest of Iroas to die so I can get Courser online. What's this? I think I'll pay the life. 5, I get a 9. The next turn I get a Snake. I don't want that to be a 5/5. That seems too big. So next turn I either get to gain the life back with Snake or get a really big Snake. So Priest of Iroas has gotten in some beats this game, but I think I'm about to be in pretty good shape. So yeah, this is no question. I just slam Snake. And leave back Bronze Sable. If he makes it a 7/7, that could be trouble. Alright, I'll get that life back, and I'm stable. I don't, what could be trouble here? Stuff that, like, taps my guys down, like a Helad's Emissary actually wouldn't be that fun to play against. And I would like to, I need to start racing. I can stabilize with Courser, but not as long as his, not as long as his priest is alive. Alright, so he's gonna gain life. Yeah, I'm not sure about all that. Alright. So, that's better that he has that than a trick. He's just gonna... Ooh, Archetype, okay. I'm getting there. Okay, he is Hellbent. That seems good. Can never attack again until the Archetype dies. Breaching Hippocamp, that's pretty decent. Oh, this gives Trample? Oh. That's good to know. That's very good to know. Oh, that gave First Strike. So, attack with this guy, and I'll trade for Faragax Giant. Seems crappy. I'll just leave up Hippocamp and Sudden Storm in case I, for some reason, need to. I like to deal with that Faragax Giant, and then my Bronze Sable starts to kind of be actually good. I could just attack with Snake and just trade it with a Giant, and then I can just trade off creatures. But I think it's better to just develop my board. He's going to gain a zillion life, but I think I'll just beat him in the long game. I just need to kill that priest. What ways do I have to kill that priest? Do I have ways to kill that priest? Time to Feed. Curse of the Swine. That's about it. Okay. Yes, he's gaining life. Main phase. He played a land. That was his draw. Okay, so I was thinking this guy might be pretty good, but it doesn't really seem like it, so I was just flashing a guy. At some point I can Sudden Storm, but... Alright, Voyaging Satyr. Alright, I'll just attack with Breaching Hippocamp now. So I'm negating the life gain from that guy. Okay. Seems powerful. Alright. Okay, so I have 25 cards in my deck, so I'm going to get decked first, so I do need to do something eventually. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can do 10 a turn if I Sudden Storm. It's pretty good. I may just want to play the Courser to get him to stop gaining life with the Priest. Yeah, my like long-term plan is either to win with card advantage. I'll just win with card advantage from Courser. I'm just going to be patient. Okay, so he has a combat trick. Okay, it could be the prevent damage, the +2 plus a first strike. Titan's strength he used, so it's probably the +2 plus a first strike. So there's nothing good that will come of me blocking. So let's just take it and realize he has it now. I may want to just Sudden Storm here. I don't think so though. I mean, I eventually have to do something. Hopefully he'll use it on the Breaching Hippocamp when I attack. Yeah, I mean, he's still kind of like winning, which is the worst. Not worth sudden storming yet. Lightning strike. Ugh. Sure. He was just getting ready to trade. Sure, that's fine. Oh, forgot to play my forest. It's probably fine. Played his land, so no attacks. Gain infinite. I mean, it's just a matter, I just gotta draw one of my removal spells and I'll get there. I still don't really want to burn Sudden Storm. I knew there was a reason. Yeah, let's attack with the snake. And play this guy. And I will pass. So now if he attacks, he probably has a first strike thing, and I have to be a little careful of just dying. But I can start putting the beats down pretty good now. You know what, I maybe should hold lands for when I eventually cast Courser of Krufix. Chosen by Heliod, targeting the archetype. Well, that's pretty good. Alright. Pretty good draw. Alright, what did he draw? He's tanking. It's a bad sign. It may be very relevant that I've been playing out my lands rather than holding them with Courser. Getting a free healing salve. As far as Radiance is doing pretty good work. Eventually it will be a 2-for-1. But in the meantime, is actually doing a good job of racing my 4-4. Ugh. What? Wait, that doesn't work. You just did 3 damage to it. You're just attacking with the archetype? I mean, I'll trade. Ugh. I'm not sure why he wanted to do that. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely trade my Chimera. And go to 6. It's a little bit dangerous, but we're doing it. Yeah, he doesn't. It's a little bit awkward because he's not really making good plays. So, focus on card valuations, folks. Oh, tramples over. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Yep. Gained that life. It's making my Sudden Storm look real bad. There we go. Do I want to upgrade Voyaging Satyr and this guy? Okay, who do I want to be 2/2s? First, let's attack with everybody. And then Curse of the Swine. So I'm definitely going to play Curse for 2, which is 4 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then Courser. So I get 1 free upgrade. Alright, so first let's just play Courser. Let's see what happens. No. It's an awkward one to reveal. I hope I didn't play land this turn. No. Now let's attack with Bronze Sable and Snake. And then Curse for 1, 2, 3. God, Bronze Sable's so good. So let's do Flood Blue. So I get to Curse for 3. Seems good. So he doesn't gain any life. He doesn't kill my Courser. And I have all the big creatures. I'm at a low life total, so like if he has some play here. Like I pretty much have to block everything from here on out, so he could kill my Courser with a trick, but I'm definitely a favorite at this point. It's possible I shouldn't have attacked with Snake, like that's maybe just a little bit greedy. Oh, so I just lose. Well. Okay. I lost that match of Magic. Alright. Well, that's that. We'll be back for the next round. Alright, we are back with a pretty sweet opener after a pretty awkward round 1. Could have played that one better. I forgot that I would get that trample damage when he main phased that Follow the Hammer. But no worries. Here we have my Temple. And so I get to get a turn 3 Karametra's Acolyte. I don't want that. Get that out of here. So, Asphodel Wanderer. I see people playing a lot of 1-mana 1/1s here in the Phantom Sealed queue. In that game, I do kind of like the control deck. It's blue-green is a little awkward. There's not a lot of removal in it. But all in all, the deck seems pretty powerful. It's a decent curve. I think playing the Bronze Sable is correct. Have the Temple to just scry it away, which is quite convenient. I'm pretty excited to go to some PTQs with this format, and I'm planning on going to GP Philly. There's a lot of catching up to do. I was watching the top 8 of GP Montreal last night, which is pretty stacked. It seems like a fun format. what does this guy do? This guy's good. But this guy definitely blocks him really well. Alright. So next turn I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. 7 mana. That's ramp-tastic. You can cast an Arbiter or play it safe and cast a Chimera. He's gonna have access to like Lash of the Whip. It's probably right to just slam Arbiter. So the following turn I can play Chimera and a 3-drop if I draw one. If he attacks, he's probably just trying to get the Inspire trigger, so I'm happy to block. There are some pump spells that probably punish me, but not too worried about it. Lifelink Harpy. That's my guess. Ooh, that's pretty good. I'm not sure. I might have held on to that. I get a chance to bestow. So I need this for green. Oof, that seems really good. Yeah, I do it this way, and I can hold up Triton Tactics to stave off some sort of removal spell, maybe. Yep. And I still have Satyr to block something. Yeah, if he attacks with a Nightlia's Emissary with a Trick in hand, that's going to end up being pretty good for me. Is this foil? The promo? So hopefully he doesn't just like asphyxiate. Yep. Pretty good. I think that card is good. A lot of people don't seem to like it a lot, but I think it's strong. No sense in Triton tacticking right now. So he's beating me down, but hopefully I can stabilize here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I can play Chimera. And hold up Nullify and Triton Tactics. That hopefully will be enough to stabilize. I wish the Nullify were a Dissipate right now. I can get to scrying a lot with these spells and a Chimera. It's possible I should not have led with the Arbiter of the Ideal there. It's a lot less likely to take over game. Counters, whatever it is, it's countered. Countered. Get out. Get out of here. I don't even know what it was going to be, but way too big. Scry. I'm going to scry now. Don't want that. Get out. Yeah, Nullify has been pretty good for me. Let's see if he has any, he's tapped out. Probably not going to attack. Hey, buddy. At this point, I want, like, Time to Feed is my god draw. Yeah, that too. I kind of want to sandbag here. I've learned my lesson with a Courser. I have a ton of mana too, so I think that's actually fine. So I'm going to attack with Chimera, and maybe I'll get some blowout skis off of Triton Tactics. Yeah. So Servant that regenerates for 3 mana. So if he attacks, do I Triton Tactic, Scry, it becomes a 3/7. It opens him up to Asphyxiate post combat. What does he do here? River Trawler is fine. Wow, man. It's gonna be a tough game. Hopefully I just get to blow him out here. Gets back Nyxborn Wolf. How much does that cost to bestow? 5. So can make this guy a 4/4. Maybe I should have tapped this guy so he would attack with them. Not worth it. Oh, he can't, he doesn't have enough mana to regenerate, so I think I do want to Triton Tactics and just kill that guy. And Scry. Versus using Triton Tactics to kill an emissary with a wolf on it. It will be a 6/4. So I can kill it with these guys? Yeah, I'm gonna wait. Probably should have blocked with the Satyr, technically. That's good. Alright, so I can make this a 3/5. That's pretty powerful. I can make that pretty big. I think it's best to just get it on the Chimera, though. It could be best to just play it out, but I don't think so. So next turn I'm going to be... He's going to bestow, and I'm going to Triton Tactics and kill this guy. It may be better to just do it on... like Voyaging Satyr. Nyxborn Triton. I'm gonna just attack with a Chimera. I think I just want it on Voyaging Satyr. Just hold up the ground. If he has some big flyer, that would be a pain in the ass, but I think... Is 6, yeah. 6/4. And I think I attack here. And then the Triton Tactics is going to be pretty good. I don't think he has any blowouty blocks. I don't think he wants to trade his emissary. That River Trawler is pretty sweet. That guy is so annoying to race. I have to remember to slam that guy. I haven't drafted this format at all, actually. Apparently, word on the street is black and red and green are all kind of, well, not that great. Red is better than it used to be, but still bad. Yep, this is going to go badly for you, I hope. Let's see what other attacks you have. Hopefully I just kill that servant too. I think I'll trade my Karametra's Acolyte for the Nylea's Emissary. Ugh, this is gonna be so fun. Alright, so I'm gonna... I need to kill that Emissary. I need to block with Karametra and Chimera. And then I can kill the Servant with the Voyaging Satyr. If he has a pump spell, that could suck. A Aspect of Hydra, but it would have to be exactly that. Sudden Storm goes right to the top, I do believe. So he can make this a 8/6 with the Aspect of Hydra. So I think I'm gonna do this, this, this. Eat the Servant. Do 4 to Emissary. Nyxborn will fall off. Lose my Karametra, but that's probably okay. So really, I'm just getting a 2 for 2. I guess Nyxborn Wolf is good, and Odinos River Trawler is good. But I'm left with a superior board, that is for sure. Now my Voyaging Satyr can hold the ground against his whole army. And my Chimera can swing away in the sky. And I have the Sudden Storm. So 11 to 14. I think I just leave back Satyr. No, you know what? I think I do attack 3. Then on his turn, I can Sudden Storm. Yeah, I mean this is obvious actually. So again, combat, I'll tap down probably the Wanderer and the Wolf. Now maybe end of turn I'll tap stuff down. 11, I can afford to go down. 11, 2, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Doesn't seem like much. Okay, Forlorn Sudama. So if he doesn't have another land, I don't care about the Wanderer. So I kind of just want to minimize the damage I'm taking and do this. Scry Munch? Sure. This I'll keep on top. Seems good. It's awkward that I have to tap down Voyaging Satyr to play it. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't have kept it. So I guess he attacks with the Asphodel Wanderer, unless he has a land. Not sure why he wouldn't attack there. Okay, so do I knock him down? To... I can knock him down to 2. He'll probably chump here. Or I play Courser. If he just chumps with Asphodel Wonder, that's not the most insane, so I think I just attack with Chimera, play Courser, play land, potentially. Alright, so let's just do this first. It's pretty awkward. And it may not even be right, but I do get to gain some life. It should be fairly hard for him to win. And top card is Nyxborn Triton. That seems keepable. So let's play land. I'll attack with this guy. And so he's gonna have a hard time doing too much. A Sudama will be pretty good. But next turn I have lethal, so he needs to kill my Chimera. And then Courser probably can keep it with Sudama. Yeah, it may have been bad. It may have been better to just force him to chump with Asphodel Wanderer, because that does such a good job of giving Forlorn Sudama time to take over the game. So he cantripped into gotta attack with that guy. Then if you have Lash of the Whip, you have Lash of the Whip. Asp, that's pretty good. So I guess we just go for the kill. I mean, I'm just gonna hard cast this otherwise, so let's just see what he got. Seems like he doesn't have Lash. Not sure what else he could really have. Prevent all damage. That makes me want to just attack with Chimera. I think that's the only thing. Does something give reach? Probably no. I don't think anything gives reach. I think I think he's pretty dead. Yeah, let's attack with two guys just to. If he has something that that was a bad attack. I mean, there's no reason to do that. I think he's dead. Yeah, that was a bad attack. But okay, so he has Asphyxiate. Some Bestow guys. He's pretty slow. Forlorn Sudama makes me want Bronze Sables to stay in there, and maybe Flamecast Wheel is good against him. He had some kind of slowish stuff that seems decent. I'm on the draw, so maybe Nessian Dimlock can come out again. Theme, sensing a theme there. Green, black, so no instantly notable sideboard cards. Didn't see a ton of removal. This could be good against him. I didn't see too much in the way of flyers. And that could definitely take over the game. Annul, I have saw Forlorn Sudama, I think is an enchantment, right? Nyxborn Wolf, Nightly's Emissary. I do want a null. Is something here worse than Sphinx's Disciple? Maybe Flamecast Wheel? That seems fine. I don't mind having an answer to Forlorn Sudama. I'm not sure exactly, but maybe let's just leave it like that. I do kind of like the idea of Sphinx's Disciple. He has green, which makes me think he would have some hate, but let's bring in Sphinx's Disciple and maybe bring out Snake. That can just be a 4/4 potentially. His deck seems like it has some card advantage, so maybe I just want to grind him out. Man, that card is so much better. Yeah, you know, I'm going to do this. It may be wrong, but I've never played with the Disciple, so I'm just going to play with it and see. I'm not trying to, like, make a name for myself here. Yeah, this is a great hand. Finally get a turn 3 Courser. Alright, bring the beats. We'll go Island and just play this wheel. There may be an argument for not playing the wheel, but there's also no real reason to play Island over the Forest. Like, I have Nullify in my deck, but if I draw Nullify, I can't cast it, and if I draw Island, I can't cast Nullify, so well, that's a good start. So, good thing I have Bounce in my hand, I guess. Why does Moto make me choose no blockers when I'm creatureless? Alright, so I won't play anything. And then I'll play Courser of Crufix. So he's just hitting a 3-drop. Makes me want to kill Voyaging Satyr as soon as possible. Alright, I don't mind that too much. Missing a land drop. Beats with his 1/1s and 2/3s. Courser will put an end to that. Of course, the chances he'll have fixated are almost 100. I think I want to lead with Nyxborn Triton. If he has Asphyxiate, he's going to use it. And let's save the Courser of Crufix. Of course, I lose some value by not being able to bestow, but I think this is most likely to win me the game. It just does a good job of shutting him off. And I just want to get to the late game too. I have Arbiter in my hand, so it's not like I need a 5-drop terribly badly. Asphyxiate. Feel bad for him missing these land drops. Hard cast the wolf, okay. No, that's good for me, no attacks. Yeah, that means he has to top deck Asphyxiate probably. So I think here I'll leave up Traction Helix. In fact, yes, that's awesome. A little awkward that I had to play out my forest there. Yeah, that's kind of sucky, but nothing to be done about it. I don't know, why did I not play out my forest last turn? Was I just... Anyway, I need to leave up Retraction Helix, so no big deal. No attacks are good. So I wouldn't terribly mind using Retraction Helix to bounce a land. Is there any chance I should do that? Bounce a Voyaging Satyr? I think it's probably... It gets me to the late game pretty well. It's super mean. I know next turn I'm probably activating Flamecast Wheel. I think this is a better line. I think it'll be better to just disassemble a bestow creature with Retraction Helix. Or save Courser of Crufix. Yeah, he hits his land drop, so he's going to cast... If he casts like a powerful 4-drop, that could be kind of a bummer. And bouncing Voyaging Satyr is definitely a legit plan there, but it's close. I don't mind Flamecast Wheel against his deck. It kills all his stuff. So... I'll just double block, and then if he uses a removal spell, I'll counter it. Okay, so we can have pump spell, double pump spell. Either way, I get to save the Courser if I need to. So let's kill this block here, and then I'll Retraction Helix if I need to. Is that a chump attack? Oh, I see. That was awkward. Now he just has to recast it. That seems bad for him. Alright, so Triton Tactics. So 5 mana, I'll just play... I do kind of want the Triton Tactics, although not really. I'll keep this Temple until I need it. I think I just want to play this, leave out the Flamecast Wheel. Maybe I'll attack with Nyxborn. Or attack with Courser. Now he can trade if I do that. Nah, he gets blown out if he tries to trade. I'll Retraction Helix. Kill now. I just kill one guy. That's not that terrible. Let's attack with this guy. I kind of just don't even want him to block. Yeah, that may have been a bad attack. I mean, he can just double block with Voyaging Satyr and River guy. I guess I have Flame Cast, so it's hard for him to double block. Alright, so I get a Triton Tactics next turn, which is... it's possible I should have scryed that away, but I think I'd rather just scry away, like, well, like, yeah, I don't know, crappy stuff like this, the Bronze Sable or whatever. So here I imagine maybe hits a land drop and bestows the wolf, and then I can Retraction Helix at mid-combat, the enchantment that is. No. Yeah. So my Courser, my 2/3s are holding off his whole army. You know, I should be attacking with Courser to play around, what's it called? Do I want a Flamecast Wheel here? I kind of want to just kill his Fellhide Minotaur. just to get something off the table. Nullify. Nullify is good. That forces him to try and get 1, 2, 3, 4. It forces him to get a land next turn for his thing. I think I just probably slam Arbiter here. So if I attack with Nyxborn, he can trade a Voyaging Satyr for it. Courser, he would have to trade 2 Asphodels for it. Or I could just play Triton Tactics. I feel like it's better to just slam Arbiter here. Nah, that's I think it's a little greedy. Let's keep the Nullify on top. Play a land. Attack. No, attack with Nyxborn, and then I can Triton Tactics both the guys, bounce 2 things. No, I want to do that on his turn. He probably would just not attack anyway, but let's do that. Yeah, I mean, that may have been a pretty junky turn, because when am I going to play Arbiter if not then? I'm not sure what I did with that past turn. Marsh Mist Titan. Oh, that's big. So here I could spend 2 spells to bounce 2 guys, which seems bad, so I'm just gonna let him resolve that Titan, and maybe next turn hold up Nullify. It's a big guy. Yeah, okay. Sphinx's Disciple. Do I want that? I think I don't want that. I don't have any answer to Marsh Mist, so I think it's a tempo game. Yeah, I'll put it on bottom. And maybe Awkward and Island is probably worse. No, Island's good. I can cast Sphinx next turn and have a bunch of stuff active. I'm playing pretty slow here. Oh my gosh, I gotta go. I have so many options in my hand. It's possible I'm playing just way too conservatively. I don't even know, what game is it? I guess I just counter that. Yeah, I'm just gonna counter that. That's tough to beat. And I'm just gonna take a hit from the Titan here. Oh, no attacks. Also fine. Now cast Arbiter. And now I have infinite protection up. No attacks, not yet. And then I have time to feed next turn to destroy something. I can, yeah, he has no attacks. If I need to, I can Triton Tactics, bounce 2 things. Shredding Winds. Alright, I guess I'll counter that. And I guess I'm gonna bounce a bunch of stuff. Oh no, this has Summoning Sickness. Alright. So, Retraction Helix on Nyxborn Titan. Bounce that. This is hard. This is a hard game to play. Triton Tactics. And then I just bounce whatever else I want to bounce. Let's bounce Voyaging Satyr. I'll just save time to feed for something useful. I don't. What game is this? Why can I not see this? Don't want to draw that Bronze Sable, that's for sure. Oh, I get to cast that? That's so dirty. Nyxborn Triton on this guy. Time to feed. So this took me a lot of time to get here. I think I'm sure. Island is on top, so I'll get to put that in play. It's possible I could have played that from my hand. Make him jump, and then I got him next turn almost no matter what. He just has to not draw land and have a sip in hand. Alright, so I have 3 minutes. I think this is game 2. I got pretty focused here. It was a pretty sweet game. Nyxborn Wolf. Not that important. Sure. You know I have Sunstorm, right? Okay, that's game 3. Well, so that was a crazy one. Sorry, my commentary kind of died there at the end. Yeah, I was playing like super conservatively towards the beginning, just because I had like a great hand with like 2 rares, and he was playing a bunch of 1/1. So I just wanted to not like randomly lose to a removal spell I didn't have to lose to, and that sort of thing. I made some weird plays. Like one turn I left up 6 mana and just never used it. One turn I attacked with a Nyxborn Triton for no reason, and just luckily he didn't block it. But interesting deck. I sided in the Sphinx's dude, the flyer that draws cards, and it was kind of, I scried it to the bottom, so that's worth it. Alright, last round here, I have won the roll. Yeah, this is a great hand. I will keep the hell out of that. Ramping into my 5 drops. That's the game plan, right? I want lands. So that's tough. I think I just put that at the bottom. I have a 5 drop and I have a 6 drop, so I really just need lands. It's awkward putting an asp on the bottom, but I think that's correct. I have a nullify too, so having the asp just means it's that much longer until I'm able to cast that card, so it's kind of like mulligan to have that asp. Sure, Voyaging Satyr. Certainly going to be better than the Bronze Sable. Even if I just draw a bunch of lands, the Bronze Sable still is only getting in like 1 more damage a turn. So Voyaging Satyr also, well, I was going to say it lets me cast my Nullify, but it was not to be. Oh, that was a pretty good draw. So I still need blue for my Nullify, and Time to Feed is stranded until I get something a little bit bigger. Black-red for Rika's Cure. That could be a problem for me. Nullify is not very good against that. Neither is Bronze Sable. Well, that card is extremely good against everything. Boom. That was a ridiculous top deck. Yeah, and this easily offsets the card disadvantage Ashiok's Adept foists upon me. And then I can also, Courser is a pretty good time to feed target if he plays like a Flash Mad Steed or something. And it dug me to my second island for Nullify, which I'll probably be holding up for a while. That's totally fine. Care about that literally not at all. Let's discard. I think this Nullify is going to be pretty bad. That's actually a problem. It's 2/4 is potentially a 4/4, so it's possible I should have discarded the snake. Wow, combo. I'll discard. Yeah, I guess the snake. Nah, I have. Next turn I can cast snake no matter what, so. Yeah, that's real good. Hopefully my Courser can just dig me out of it. Play that off the top. Courser's pretty good against Adept. No attacks. Play a snake. And we're just gonna F6. I don't mind trading that for Ashiok's Adept, so I'm pretty stable here. I'll also happily attack. It's possible I should have actually held Snake so I could hit Arbiter next turn. If he has multiple bestow things. Mogus. Screw you, friend. Alright. Alright, Mythic. I guess Courser is really good against that too, which is pretty funny. I will attack. You can't even trade. And let's play Arbiter and see if I get away with it. My rares versus yours, buddy. I guess I have two of them. I'm getting a Cornucopia next turn. It's not very great. I guess I have a lot of mana. Boo. Scry to the bottom. Boo. Hippocamp. Alright, so I'm kind of stymied a bit. It's a little awkward because if he trades with the snake, then the Everflame Eidolon's pretty much shutting me down, but I think I gotta keep attacking. I'm trying to race the Mogus. Yeah. Well, okay, so what do you got going on here? So he has a post-combat creature, which ostensibly is going to be good against Snake. There's no way I'm trading and there's no way I'm chumping, so... He's just doing a bunch of damage to me. Yeah, I mean, he better block or else I'm just gonna outrace him, I think, with Mogus. Ooh. How does that change the math? I don't know. Doesn't seem like a great play. 20 to 18. Eh. Triton tactics. That's gonna be good. Yeah. So next turn I take 2, 3, 4, 5 potentially. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ish. I'm gonna win this race, I think. It's funny, like I just want lands to come to the top of my deck now. This is gonna be a close one. So you realize I have Triton tactics now, right? It's possible I still just want to attack with the snake. Okay, he has 1 card in hand, and it could be make it a 4/4 first strike. It could make it an arbitrarily large power first strike. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 4 first strike. So it's still snake survives at least. So I'm not gonna attack with Courser. I attack with everybody else. Maybe not Bronze Sable either. Maybe just Snake. It's still a little awkward, but I definitely need to do some attacking. Boon of Erebos could be... Boon of Erebos would be kind of a blowout, but even then it's just like a 1-for-1, and he loses the life. So 4, 5, 6. So I think I can just Triton tactics and try and blow him out. I'm not sure exactly what goes wrong here. I feel like it's something. I mean, he knew I had it, right? Okay, I guess he just forgot. Yeah, so I mean, now he has Everflame Eidolon that can trade for Snake, but now I can just, like, all-out attack. I know his hand isn't a combat trick. That doesn't even seem that good. Targeting. Really? Oh, he gets both of them back? Okay, that seems fine. Mogus, he's just gonna try to Mogus me out. But I mean, now I just, all my guys trade for all your guys. And... I'm not gonna sack a guy. Alright, so we traded Eidolon for the snake, and so I attack with the fish and the snake. That feels nice having Nullify in hand at least. So he'll trade Eidolon for snake probably. I may want to side out my Nullifies. Take 3. Whoa. Why are you making them so big? Okay, so I'm fine with that. Wait, does he know to look at what card is getting revealed? I feel like Nullify is going to be a blowout here. Not exactly a blowout, a 1-for-1. Oh, Kiora, that's pretty sick. He's saw the Kiora and scooped. So he has Cure, Conflagration. Worth noting, I killed my Kiora, so I may want to just down Kiora when I play it. Maneuvers. And the Adept and Mogus. So this may be one where I want to, like, if he has Mogus, like, is it worth playing a Revoke Existence deck? Probably not. I mean, Courser is awesome, and I can't not play blue. On the draw, I do want as much mana as possible, and I want a low curve. It's possible white could be sweet. So I would play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. For a green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I'm not gonna do it. In terms of racing, maybe Fate Foretold seems pretty good. Null is good. Red, black. In Fate Foretold and out my trusty Nessian Dimlock. Boom, doing it. Interesting. It's possible going to white there was good, but I'm not gonna try and run that. This is really awkward, especially on the draw. But I think I will. I should have taken out a Nullify maybe. I think I'll just keep this. It's not exciting to me. I think my best play here is just to hope to nullify his Ashiok's Adept. Nice. Okay, so I feel pretty good now. So he has the Pharika's Cure, so I'm in no hurry to play Bronze Sable. I'll nullify anything he plays right now. I'll just play Temple here. I'm looking for... Sure. Hopefully he just kept a Mogus nothing hand, and I'll nullify that. Dude, I love this game. So if I play this guy, he's gonna get Pharika's Cured. So maybe I'll just flash in a Hippocamp. I'll just play Bronze Sable. I do want the Voyaging Satyr mana. He's gonna cure that. He has it though. Look at that pause. And then eventually I can flash in a Hippocamp. I don't think there's anything with Flash that's too dangerous. I don't see how I can lose this game, honestly. end of turn Hippocamp? It seems unfair. What hand did he keep? 6 mana, he didn't play anything. The Anger of the Gods, maybe? Sure. Look at my counter magic deck. This is so awesome. And then I'll play the Voyaging Satyr here. I sort of feel like he might have Anger of the Gods or something. But I would like to start playing like Courser of Kruphix. Okay, can we just talk about what just happened? His first play was a full mana cost Marsh Mist Titan. Okay, I think that attacking for one with Voyaging Satyr is better than gaining one with Courser. Although it's possible a null mana is better than all. Well, it's not particularly relevant. Oh, why did I attack with Voyaging Satyr? I just said a null was better. Ugh, bad at Magic. I'm gonna get punished for this, aren't I? I bet he has like a whole bunch of like Grizzly transformations in his deck. One, two, three, four, five, 6, 7 mana. So 5 and leave open a null and attack. 6. Not sure what he can do with that. Lash. I guess I'm getting the life. All my 2-power beats. Oh man, Bronze Sable's going the whole way, baby. Oh man, I hope he plays Mogus. Okay, no, not too worried about that. That's pretty good, actually. Do not have an immediate answer. Huh. Do I even care about annulling that? Just Satyr? No, I'm not gonna annul that. I have plenty of mana. Chimera. So I don't have any real good attacks, and I'm pretty happy to just wait this one out. So I can Cornucopia for a lot. I don't really want him to just start attacking me though. Maybe I'll leave back Bronze Sable. I feel like it's correct to cast Karametra's Acolyte. Let's do that first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can do this for 6, and I'll have 2 mana, so. So I have a lot of mana. No attacks though. But I have Chimera on the way, so I think I can outrace Titan of Eternal Fire. Oh shit, I didn't leave open a null mana. That was pretty bad. I should have just done Cornucopia for 1, maybe? Oh, I'm pretty vulnerable right now. Nothing? Oh, that was bad. I don't deserve to win. I'll just play Chimera and start beating with it. I don't really see a reason to time defeat anything. I'll just be patient. If he has a human, I'll be able to time defeat it. Ugh, I'm disappointed that I left open. I forgot to leave open a null mana. So how much can Karametra's Acolyte make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 mana. Return from the Underworld? Jeez. Get back to 4, 5? I'm not too worried about that. Should you just do that on your turn so that I have haste? Oh, I got that one. Ooh, you're gonna make me discard stuff? Boo. Human. If he has 2 target spells, it's pretty good. Well, it's possible I should have countered it, but I hope he doesn't have another one. Ugh, I should have discarded Time to Feed. Here comes something. Oh, just Marsh Mist. Alright. Like, why didn't he get back Marsh Mist Titan instead of Ashiok's Adept? I'm gonna time to feed something. Probably just. That's awkward. A time to feed doesn't do anything very good here. If I do Snake of the Golden Grove, I get punished. I think it's better to just hold time to feed. And then I got all these ground blockers. So he can, let me just do a Prescient Chimera. He can only make this, well, he can only make it a 3 anyway. So time to feed the Adept, right? It makes it a 3/3. Kill him with Snake of Golden Grove. That was dumb. Yeah, because I get to, well, Scry, that may be bad because Nick's born, but I'm pretty sure I want that. So he may bring some attacks here, and okay, he just scooped. Yeah, again, didn't play that real tight, but it was interesting. People give a lot of love to Nyxborn Triton. It seems fine. Like, if it were 3/2, I think it would be even better. But it's pretty good. Courser is awesome. It seems better to me than the Arbiter. May not be totally true. Snake was like fine, nothing too exciting. Karametra's Acolyte has impressed me less and less. Nullify to me was probably like the surprise card there. I'm pretty impressed by how good of a control card that is, it probably is much better in Sealed than Draft. I think Draft, you're facing down 1 and 2 drops a lot, and it's probably terrible. It's terrible against like Wingsteed Riders and stuff like that, things that are already on the board. Probably the Akro and Skyguard is more dangerous because they get on the play. Anyway, thanks for watching, and come back next time. I'll be drafting soon, hopefully. Thanks.